Yo, what's up, people? It's Mood616, and I'm coming back at you with another 10 and 10. This is Volume 9. Let's do it. First up, Cutting Class, an early slasher film starring no other than Brad Pitt. I know, it's odd. Yeah, this film is, it's decent. It's got one of those storylines where basically the main character, the girl, she's being pursued by this kind of creepy guy. He just got out of the mental institution because he had killed his father, and basically, yeah, she's being pursued, and Brad Pitt is the boyfriend. And he's really creepy and shit, and then all of a sudden, teachers and other students and stuff start winding up dead. And yeah, and now it's is he doing it, or is it Brad that's doing it? It's a very simple storyline to it and stuff, and it's pretty decent actually. I actually kind of enjoyed this. I thought Brad Pitt was pretty good, and yeah, not a bad film. I would definitely recommend it. On to Motorhome Massacre. Wow. Now, this film was a complete disaster. It was so fucking bad. Like, I literally picked out who the killer was in the first time I saw the character. I knew exactly what was going on, but it's just stupid. It's a bunch of teenagers. They jack this one of their friends' dad's motorhomes. They go on this trip. And yeah, people just start dying. The acting is so bad. There's a white kid in this film, and he's trying to act black, and it's so over the top and retarded, and just actually super offensive to black people. It's just terrible. And pretty much it had all the stereotypical characters. The dumb girl, the slut girl, the asshole, the fucking the guy trying to be someone else. It was just fucking terrible, and the effects were horrible. The editing was fucking bad. Everything about this film was just awful. I highly recommend you staying far, far away from this. On to Sledgehammer. This was a great film. It's from 1983. It's the very first shot on video slasher film. Simple premise. A bunch of people get away to this cabin or whatever, and they start getting picked off one by one, because what happened in this house before is this mom had locked her son in this room, and he basically broke out of this room and killed her and her to-be husband or whatever, and so he's doing it again. But it's got some really interesting kind of twists in it and stuff, and for a shot on video, it's I thought the effects were actually quite good. One of the better looking shot on video films I've ever seen, to be honest. Yeah, that's Sledgehammer. I definitely highly recommend this. So, Blood Night. Blood Night fucking, started out super good. The Legend of Mary Hatchet. It starts out with, Mary Hatchet killing her parents, and next up, it switches into her about 10 years later, and then she's in this asylum, and then she gets raped, and then she gets pregnant, and then eventually she goes on a fucking rampage and kills everyone in this asylum, ends up getting killed herself, and then it goes to the present, and basically it's about a bunch of kids that are celebrating Blood Night, which is the anniversary of Mary Hatchet's death. And the kids start fucking getting picked off one by one, of course, like a typical slasher. And yeah, I mean, the beginning half of this movie, the first third of this movie is awesome. The middle was slow. The end was good. It was really good. Bill Moseley had a pretty good cameo in the film. He was in it for a couple, scenes, and I thought Danielle Harris was great in it. She looked awesome. And I do recommend this film. I thought it was fun. 2001 Maniacs, the remake of Herschel Gordon Lewis's 2000 Maniacs. I thought it was fun. It's got a simple premise. A bunch of teenagers going on a trip, and they get rerouted. They meet up with some other teenagers, and or college students. I think they're college students. Yeah. They meet up with them, and then they end up getting rerouted into this is it called Pleasantville or something like that, where everyone in the city is a fucking cannibal. And as soon as they get into the city, they're all of a sudden the main, they're the guests of honors. And you pretty much know why, because they want to eat them. I thought it was pretty good. I thought some of the kills were really good in the film. I really enjoyed the scene where the girl gets all of her limbs ripped off from ropes tied up to four horses and ripped all her limbs off. I thought that was pretty fucking creative. But yeah, Robert Englund was cool, and it's got a pretty fucking trippy ending to it. I thought it was fun. Next up, another slasher film here, Shredder. It's takes place on a ski hill, which is, I think, a pretty cool setting for a slasher film, actually. A bunch of kids, they break into this abandoned ski lodge and start getting picked off one by one. There is a backstory to it. I don't really want to say too much about it, but I thought it was decent. Some of the kills, some of the acting was in it, but what do you expect, right? Overall, it's a decent modern day slasher for sure. I would recommend this film for sure. Actually, I got recommended this by Andrew Ballina, and I do want to say thanks, because I always saw this one around and I never picked it up for some weird reason. I wasn't even too sure what the premise was, but now when I look at the cover, I see that's the guy with the ski goggles on. So yeah. Anyways, that's Shredder. Don't Go in the House. This was a great film. I fucking love this film. The premise is this guy that he's just fucking abused by his mom and shit like that, and just she was, overbearing and just controlling and shit. And anyway, she ends up fucking dying in her sleep one night, and basically he kind of goes nuts after that. He starts hearing voices, starts hearing her voices and shit like that. And basically what it was is that she controlled him so much that he hated women, and he started taking it out on other women. He started kidnapping women and basically fucking torturing them, like with fire and stuff, and like killing women so brutally and shit like that. And I thought this film was awesome. I fucking love this film. I seriously actually just want to watch this again, but highly recommend Don't Go in the House for any slasher fan. And it's twisted, man. It's really fucking twisted. Next up, I Drink Your Blood. Set around kind of this satanic cult. They're out of control and shit like that, and they break down. They're driving wherever, and anyways, they break down and fucking head to this small town. And it's this little fucking small town. They start, they kind of break into this old hotel and shit like that, and they basically what happens, they end up assaulting this grandfather. And the kid, the grandson, takes offense to it. And there's only like one place to eat in the town, so they're eating meat pies like every day. So the kid, basically what happens, he ends up shooting this rabid dog, and taking some blood from the rabid dog, and he puts it into these fucking meat pies. And of course, all the guys from this cult fucking eat these bloody rabid pies and go fucking nuts. They start like fucking killing people and just going crazy, man. This movie gets fucking nuts, man. Like, it gets so crazy and like so gory and shit towards the end. It's fucking such an awesome film, man. Such a fun time. Really highly recommend this film. Fucking, if you can find this, definitely check this out. It's so gory and disgusting. Just when they were eating those blood-filled pies, I was fucking gagging, man. I should have actually put this in Joe's challenge this week, because it was disgusting. But yeah, I Drink Your Blood. Don't Go in the Woods. This is a great slasher. This is an interesting film because I was reading, it has actually an intro. Is it an intro from, the dude from CKY? He's talking about there's an intro for it. And he was basically saying this film was meant to be a comedy. I mean, there's definitely parts in the film that are funny, but, it's a typical slasher film. It's a bunch of, people, they're trotting through the woods going camping and stuff, and they start getting fucking picked off by this crazed maniac and shit. It's very simple plot line. It's fun. It's really fun. I thought the effects are really good in it and shit, and there was some comedic moments in it. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but I mean, there definitely was with the guy in the wheelchair falling over and stuff. But as for like the gore fun, or I don't know if that was meant to be funny, but he says it was. Who knows? I don't really know. Don't Go in the Woods. Highly recommend this film. It's fucking awesome. And last up here, Jeepers Creepers 2. I hadn't seen this. I don't even think I'd ever seen it. I watched it a couple days ago. If you've seen Jeepers Creepers 1, I don't really have to explain. It's it's about this this character here. He not he. I don't even know really what the fuck he is, but he gets to eat every 23rd year for 23 days. So, anyways, it's the storyline is where this basketball team is coming back from they just won the state championship or whatever, and anyways, they break down because, this dude's throwing fucking bone ninja stars into their tires, and they start getting picked off one by one and shit, and it's actually not bad. I didn't really like the whole part with, I think it's Justin Long, appears in this girl's dreams and stuff like that, and then she kind of tells him what's going on. I thought that was kind of weird. It had this weird supernatural feel to it, but kind of highly not believable, But I don't know. Overall, it wasn't bad. I really enjoyed these films, and they left it open for a third one, and apparently there is a third one in the make. So I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, I'm surprised that they haven't made a third one already, because this is a pretty cool series. So yeah. So anyways, that's 10 and 10. Recap the films. Cutting Glass, I recommend that. Motorhome Massacre, fuck, stay away from that shit. Sledgehammer, fucking awesome. Blood Night, it was good. 2001 Maniacs, it was good. Shredder was fun. Don't Go in the Woods is fucking awesome. Or Don't Go in the House is awesome. I Drink Your Blood is fucking wicked. Don't Go in the Woods is awesome. And Jeepers Creepers is definitely fun and worth a watch. Thanks for watching. It's Mood616. Thanks for subscribing also. And yeah, that's another 10 and 10 Volume 9. Peace, my brothers.